We're good?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Already got the noti.
Got the noti? The
What are those
notification?
thingies up on? There you go. Bye. Go away.
All right. Okay. Live from Studio 511. This is 275th edition of Houston Wrestling Radio. This is Abel.
This is Chris.
This is Travis.
No, you're Arnold.
Fuck. Arnold.
Maybe we're
This is Scott.
during WrestleMania season. Maybe we'll see a wild Travis appear. You think?
Maybe.
Maybe?
Maybe.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you
Huh?
kicking me out?
No.
No.
Kicking him out.
Travis is here. See how white this table is?
Oh.
Camouflage.
In its natural habitat, the Travis stalks its prey.
What a travesty.
I'm sure he hasn't heard that one before. So we are still on the road to WrestleMania. We're about to get into the fast lane, but I think it's not quite fast lane.
It's only 6 weeks away.
We'll get to it though. We'll get to that. If you're
6. 4. After Fastlane is 4 more weeks till Mania.
4 weeks away.
okay, there you go. So if you are watching us live, thank you so much. Log into your YouTube or Google account. That way you could get into the live chat and you could say hi or ask us questions or talk shit or fact check us or whatever. I'll try to see it here on the old handy dandy smartphone app, and I'll try to involve you the best as I can.
It's on mute right there.
Is that because the microphone's not on? Is it on now?
No, it was.
No, because I thought I turned it off.
I have the volume all the way up on my phone now.
That's that.
Let's start this.
Son of a bitch! Son of a bitch!
Now we're glitching.
Yes.
Nasty.
Well, I think that's because I
That's
did it.
Metro PCS.
Yeah. No, that's AT&T. Yeah.
Piece of crap shit. For anyone that reads lips, I hope you enjoyed the first 3 minutes of the show.
Yeah, that was great.
I'm glad y'all accepted me coming out like really, really well.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Abel takes it in the ass all the time anyway.
Yeah.
And that's all I have to say about that.
Nothing new here.
Yeah.
Live again from Studio 511. This is the 275th edition of Houston Wrestling Radio. This. God damn it! I can't believe that.
We just did what, like fucking 10 minutes?
Yeah, we did a
solid 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, we started 2 minutes late,
So solid 8 minutes.
So solid 45 minutes.
Yeah.
All right, we started with the news. First thing is greatest Royal Rumble ever in Saudi Arabia. It's all a part of some fucking MAGA plan apparently to make
Saudi Arabia not look like a terroristic
make the
threat.
world great again.
And then we have the Aussies doing $100,000 in a cricket stadium outdoors.
Their toilets go backwards.
Yeah.
Right.
So we go from all of that to Ring of Honor, who has their
what? How?
who has their highest grossing gate to date. They've already sold over 5,000 tickets. This is going to be their largest audience in the United States for their Supercard by Honor show that's happening the night before WrestleMania.
All it took was a WWE homegrown talent to lead the church.
Yes, that's awesome. Yeah.
And that is opening the door further because we're having in Ontario, ! Chicago, Illinois, all in Labor Day weekend. Bullet Club, Young Bucks, Cody, Kenny, all the good stuff. Chicago's getting raped with wrestling this year. They've got NXT Takeover and they have Money in the Bank. Money in the Bank, co-branded pay-per-view, where guys and girls from both brands are going to be fighting in the same Money in the Bank match.
Punk loses the UFC fight.
And then like 3 weeks after that, they're going to go to Kazakhstan and have a 13-person Money in the Bank match.
And the winner gets a banana.
Yes.
It's all about potassium.
Yes.
In the Kazakhs. Yeah. We're gonna welcome the people that
at least we amuse ourselves. Yeah, no, it was Robert again. Yes, thank you, Robert, for letting us know that our first 8 minutes are down the toilet. Thank you. But yeah, you're listening to us live.
Randy could teach us some sign language for next time.
Yes, maybe.
Yeah. I guess we did some sign language when you tell our listeners, hey, if you're not watching live, it's okay. And Arnold goes like this, and I go like this. So there was some sign in there, just not a lot.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. A little bit. Speaking of,
so is Shinsuke just trying to tell you to suck it when he's doing that, but he's not quite like he doesn't do it right?
Is that good aim?
Is that the Japanese suck it?
I wonder if it sounds the same because like right here is like, but in Japanese is it like ding ding or I don't know. Ding. Do they have tattoos of words written in English on them? Like we have Japanese signs?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
means love and water.
They'll probably say like burgers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the burgers with a Z. Namaste.
It means inspiration. It really says thank you, come again.
There has to be some badass Japanese guy down there that has the no regrets tattoo. No regrets-san.
You see that Emma Watson got that tattoo for the thing Alita came out with Royal Rumble.
Oh, the Me Too? No, time's up.
Time's up.
Time's up.
But she didn't put the apostrophe.
Time's up.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you can't put apostrophes in hashtags.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There you go.
So she was right.
She was right.
Unless it's just supposed to mean something different in another language. Dime supe.
Yeah.
Molto bene.
Like this.
The sausage. The sausage.
We had such a good start. We
were doing really well. To our credit, we were doing really well.
And we're going to keep tanking it down the toilet because apparently Jonathan Coachman didn't know where to put his hand.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Okay. So Jonathan Coachman apparently is part of a larger lawsuit with ESPN. Yeah, ESPN. He's one of several people working at ESPN to be accused of.
Or used to.
Yeah.
Having a big board of seeing how many of the employees have had sex with.
Yeah. Yeah. How many of the dudes could have sex with the female employees?
We live in a country where that can be passed off as locker room talk. So
God damn it,
they'll be okay.
You're really
locker room talk. So what about Mark Cuban and 7 years ago? Are we is he selling?
No, because
get rid of the Mavericks because he touched some girl's chick.
No, he got investigated and found nothing. They found nothing on him. But the fact that he was investigated.
Yeah, but that's 7 years ago. That's like the equivalent of Hogan being racist 10 years ago, except we're mentioning it now, and that's like the sizzle. So let's crucify Hulk Hogan. Let's crucify Mark Cuban.
That's not crucifying because they didn't find anything on him. He was just accused of it. So it's like I can accuse.
And Abel's lost because he's just like.
Mark Cuban,
like an oscillating fan.
No. I'm letting you two go at it. No, y'all having fun there. Well,
do we need to talk about wrestling tonight? Because fuck, the Rockets are still undefeated, dude.
16, baby, and they're on their way to 17 tonight.
And they're still just a half game in front of the
Steph Curry's waiting to be the one.
Yeah.
In 21-1.
I just realized that they lost their 22 win streak in 08. So the Celtics that year were the 1 and 21-1.
Ah.
Fucking Leslie.
All right, what else we got in news?
Dude, I was so hyped. I was at a 12 for this New Japan show, and then I find out on Sunday, Rey Mysterio hurt his bicep over the weekend, and it's like swollen the size of like Hogan's thigh.
Booyaka.
Yeah.
Booyaka.
Torn bicep, right?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no.
But please.
I cannot.
But please. If there's a shining light to all this, Jushin Thunder Liger against Adrian Neville, give it to me.
Okay.
No, he's under contract. There's been talks that Neville's is back in talks with WWE again.
Really? This is new to me. Really? Oh. Well, I mean, this is all news with a Z, so who knows where the truth actually lies? But damn, I wouldn't mind that. Neville versus Liger, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
But man, Mysterio getting injured sucks.
We saw that he was supposed to be wrestling John Cena.
Yeah,
possibly.
Like that was a possible scuttlebutt that he'd come back to WWE and start wrestling.
I saw this week that the Undertaker Cena match is back on. So
what other options are there?
Yeah, exactly.
You want to bring Kane because that's going to be so awesome. A 25-minute match with Cena, even though he can't even hang 45 seconds against Lesnar in Chicago.
Well, hold on. How lame would it be if Cena can't get a match? He loses whatever opportunity he tries to. He can't get a match, and instead, his marriage with Nikki, his wedding with Nikki, will be at Mania.
I don't want to watch that shit.
Terrible.
No? Here's the two options. Number one, you milk it dry and wait till the week of Mania to announce Cena's actually going to wrestle, or Cena can pull a Seth Rollins and invade TakeOver.
Oh,
okay.
He said because he never won the NXT title.
That's true. That'll be his 15th or 17th world title reign. Go up, show him in NXT, beat up Cien Almas.
Yeah, because think about it. Yeah, fucking it doesn't have to be the WWE world title. Nature Boy won the WWE title like twice.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But there were a lot of world titles that they did not count for Nature Boy. Like he had like fucking 26 world title reigns, but there's some that they don't count.
The thought of all this Time's Up and Me Too stuff that's been happening, the thought of it is gross. But it is worse. Have either of you seen Sami Callahan breaking Eddie Edwards' face?
I saw it.
Watching his move.
I saw it.
Oh my God.
And they aired it?
They aired it.
So they put the table, they put a chair that was already folded open on top of Eddie Edwards. Yeah. And Sammy was going to hit him with the bat, but apparently he gave it a little too much mustard, or the chair slipped and it hit Edwards right in the face,
right in the eye.
A legit bat?
Yeah. Oh, and there was bleed, and they didn't even show it on the telly, but there were reports when this happened weeks ago that there was like half the ring was covered in blood.
He broke his orbital socket in 2 different places.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Christ.
I watched it when I first saw it. It seemed to me as though Sami Callahan kind of placed a chair here, and for whatever reason, when he went back to go like this, Eddie moved the chair further down his chest.
Yeah.
Like he was replacing it, and I guess he thought up here was too high. But if he had went down and swung and the chair was still there, it would have been fine. But when Eddie moved it down, the swing of the bat came down. It barely hit the end of the chair, and then went right into the face. So man, I mean, at the same time, I mean, because if you look at it from the way I was seeing it, it was Eddie's fault that he got hit. But at the same time, if somebody adjusts that, you swinging the bat, you better adjust as well.
That's just a stupid stunt to begin with.
Exactly.
That's just stupid.
I was surprised by the fact that they were trying to attempt it, but then Aaron, friend of the show, he informed me that Callahan's done this before. This has been a move that he's done before, which I'm like, okay.
Apparently they had a like a barbed wire tag match with LAX and OVE. And he pulled this out during that match too. And surprisingly enough, as gross as that tag match was, that they didn't even air it on television, I guess I can kind of give a little credit where it's due, that they didn't like show the aftermath just to get ratings. Like they showed the spot. After the spot, they focused on Callahan like taunting and shit, and they never went back to show how bad Edwards really was. And actually, the next night after it aired, Sami was getting TMZ recorded him live, and they were throwing some shade at him for the spot. And I'm surprised he didn't go off on the paparazzi even.
But I am surprised with what. Oh, hey, what's up, Seth? Seth's in the live chat. What's up, man? Not Rollins, Ross. But anyway, what I am kind of surprised with was one. Since that was recorded 6 weeks prior, that even made it to air. Yeah. Like you could have just said, "Ooh, that's nasty." Let's. When
Mercury got his face exploded, was that on SmackDown or Raw?
That was a pay-per-view. Armageddon.
Oh, live on pay-per-view. So this was recorded 6 weeks ago. You could have been like, let's not air this. Let's go with a different direction.
Well, at the same time, hey, you got to get ratings. You're a freaking TNA.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess that's what they had to go with, but. I think that was kind of bad on TNA's end to actually go through with it. The one person
go through with airing it.
Yeah, the one person that I think who's not wrong on the way they're handling it is Sami Callahan. Sami Callahan is getting a lot of heat and a lot of shade thrown his way from TMZ, from people all over Twitter, from other wrestlers, this and that.
The sexy star all over here.
Yeah, but you know what he's doing? He's owning it and healing it up. He's doing exactly what he should do. Yeah. He's put in this really bad position, but he's a heel. So as a heel, character-wise, he should be like, yeah, I fucked this guy up, and yeah, I'll do it to you too. You know, so he's using it the way how he should use it, even though it's a very unfortunate situation. He should have been placed in that position to begin with, but it's working.
The last time it worked that well, I remember the Chris Benoit documentary before he won WrestleMania 20.
I know where you're going with this.
Where he broke Sabu's neck, and he like was going to Heyman, please don't fire me. It was a mistake. I understand. I apologize and everything. Heyman's like, oh my God, that was so cool. It made it look real. We're going to call you the Crippler, and I'm going to focus on you rubbing on your hands, and you're going to do this, and you're going to thread people. You're going to have that on your resume. That's going to be your mark of valor that you actually broke the guy's neck, that you can literally hurt somebody. I want Callahan carrying a bat around now. Yeah. Like if somebody wants to talk shit, whether it's on the clock or in his personal time, just pull that bitch out. Like Peggy on King of the Hill with that paddle.
Sliders up.
Fucking Negan over here.
Yeah. Yeah.
My bitch is thirsty.
God damn.
Yeah.
Hey,
it's weird. One last thing. It's weird that we mention it now because looking at the roster that they have right now,
Impact,
maybe after WrestleMania or maybe during WrestleMania weekend, I might need to start watching some of this stuff. Austin Aries is their heavyweight champ. They have Sami Callahan. They have Eddie Edwards. They still got some. They still have Lashley there. Still, Moose is still there. There's
Eli.
Yeah. I'm curious to see where the talent's at match wise. Not after the stuff or botching stuff.
Yeah, as long as they're not breaking other people's faces.
The girls still look interesting with what they're doing right now. Rosemary, they're trying to get the Abyss out of Joseph Park.
Okay,
but every Abyss payoff is good though. even at its worst, the Abyss payoffs you at least were satiated a bit.
Okay,
so I'm starting to, and it sucks that it took this, but it's starting to build a little optimism that hey, there might be a little noise over here. Maybe beside that negative, maybe there's enough positive to counterbalance that.
Maybe,
maybe. Because this weekend, WrestleMania weekend, and WrestleCon.
Con.
Impact versus Lucha Underground.
I saw that.
Yeah, they should be.
That Spider-Man versus Spider-Man picture where Johnny Mundo versus Johnny Impact.
Mirror match.
Melina on a pole match.
Yeah. All right, you were going to say something before you cut off.
Speaking of New Japan, that Strong Style event was going to originally have Jericho versus Naito. It's not on there. They sold it out without it, without the match.
He's still off that week on the tour.
Apparently, back and forth on Twitter. This is I saw this on What Culture. Like, it could be either a work because Jericho is the biggest, best worker ever. He was doing like a Q&A back and forth or whatever. Somebody's like, "Hey, so you don't need Japan because you're not on the thing?" He's like, "Unfortunately, yes." So yeah, it's either.
But you're always working.
Yeah.
Wrestlers are always working.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, that was a fucking awesome concert last Thursday.
Oh, Fozzy?
Fozzy was here in
Fozzy
Houston.
was the shit. I took my nephew to his first show.
Nice.
That look that Chris Pratt does, that's memed everywhere, where he turns around and goes,
Yeah.
that was my nephew's face when he reached out and Jericho high-fived him 2 songs in.
Nice.
He looked at me like,
Scout Board's like right here.
yeah. That's how close we were for the whole
awesome.
shit. It was
That's
fucking
fucking
awesome
great.
show, dude. That's my 3rd time seeing Fozzy, and they don't disappoint at all.
I think they just started as like an 80s cover band back in the day.
Yeah.
I remember like
Mongoose McQueen.
Yeah, I
and
remember.
friends.
Yeah, I remember all that shit from like WWF magazine. Like, reading this. This is stupid. This is like they don't sound like Limp Bizkit at all.
Robert Medlin, he says, I am interested to see where Impact versus Lucha Underground angle goes. I
think that's free on Twitch.
Well, yeah, but I don't know if that's going to be an actual angle as much as it is just like, gimmick to go to WrestleCon.
Venue was double booked.
Well, they've already got Drago on Impact. They have Tejano Jr. there. I think they've got 1 or 2 more talents from Impact besides Johnny Impact.
Yeah.
So there could be some fruit to that.
Yeah.
So we got the whole summer. You know, New Japan's got their G1 going on. You know, WWE's built. There's always a fucking tournament last couple of years.
Yeah.
You know, if this is their hook for the summer, I'd be interested in that.
So thanks for watching, Robert. Also, I want to give you props. That video you posted with your dog chasing the shoe and playing fetch with the shoe, that was pretty funny. If you guys get a chance, look at that. It was hilarious. And you just found a random shoe and just started playing fetch with that. What was the dog's name, Randy? Lily? I think it was Lily.
There was a proclamation
Medlin
did last week, and it turned out to be false. So he owes me beer.
Oh.
Yeah, I need to go back and listen to last week's episode. I remember rehearing it when I was editing it. It's up on iTunes, by the way. He said something, and he was going to make a bold prediction, and it wound up falling flat. Yeah.
We shall see.
But
all right, let's talk fucking wrestling.
Yeah, are we going news? Is that all news?
That's all for news.
No, wait, you had one more news thing.
No, just the Jericho.
No. Alberto.
Oh yeah, apparently, the rumor is that WWE might sign Alberto Del Rio.
You did not put Alberto Del Rio and Page on the same company. No.
Jarrett's going to be there at Mania with Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
For one night. Is he going to be the next general manager for the next year?
Apparently, Vince is really high on Alberto Del Rio, not Triple because Triple H and not Alberto Del Rio. Alberto has since apologized for all the shit he used to talk when he was drunk with Paige. But
he hasn't apologized for closing the restaurant in San Antonio. That's unforgivable.
We don't need Del Rio. We got to see Anonymous.
That's true.
Besides, I like his character better in Lucha Underground. It was more fleshed out, and you didn't need to add anything to it. Yeah.
It's the whistle. The whistle did it.
Yeah.
The whistle made it.
Arrow. All right.
Made him sound like a genuine Mexican with the whistle.
Starting with NXT.
We get NXT over with. So we started the episode with Velveteen Baton.
Match of the week candidate.
I agree.
Instant. Short and sweet. Love the match. It was boom, boom. I've never seen a Tyler Bate match I don't like.
You're right.
I've never seen a Tyler Bate match I don't like.
Yeah.
And I noticed today when I was watching, he's kind of like a little blonde version of Finn Balor. That's what he reminds me of. Like, he's like, hello, guys. Like,
Finny Balor.
Yeah.
Mini Balor?
Finny Balor.
Finny Balor.
But yeah, that match was tight. Velveteen he's hype.
Yeah.
I got a question for you then.
Yes.
I want to walk with the light.
The day after WrestleMania, what are we doing with Velveteen? Are you going to give him a main event title match and you're going to put him in a main event picture in NXT, Or you're gonna throw him on main event or superstars, or you're gonna throw him on fucking.
He might be one of those guys that you don't need him to be a main eventer in NXT to then put him on the main roster.
Yeah.
So I can see them actually keeping Velveteen for a year, still on NXT. Not necessarily going to be the main guy, but kind of like a Tyler Breeze, where he might challenge here and there, but like his character, his charisma, and his secondary storylines will be enough, and then eventually put him on the main roster. Kind of like Elias too. Elias never challenged for the NXT title, so yeah, you just kind of let him bake for an hour in NXT, or for not an hour, another year, and then
close enough,
and then take him to the main roster.
I was hoping we would get Velveteen and Aleister Black in this Dusty Rhodes tag team classic.
That would have been cool.
That'd be an interesting team.
Yeah. But we had Velveteen, and then we end the show, oddly enough. Almas is bragging that he got rid of Gargano.
Right.
Waiting for his next opportunity, and as Almas is leaving, here comes Aleister in the crowd. As soon as Aleister is about to talk, out comes Killian.
Yeah. That was interesting. I don't want to say, oh man, this is too much too soon for Aleister, because Aleister is fucking badass.
Yeah.
But I think that when I was starting to get that feeling, like maybe it was gonna be too much too fast, that's when the other guy came out, when Killian came out, and I'm like, okay, cool. This has enough there where I don't think that they're pushing Aleister too much. Throw Killian in there, Killian and Aleister duke it out for a little bit, and then whoever wins out of that.
I'm cool with that.
Or it could be a triple threat too.
Yeah, with that picture in general going down. I like it.
What about Kyrie and Shayna? What do you guys think about that?
What happened again?
Kyrie for Shayna.
I watched it here last week, so I didn't watch it this week, but I wish I would have.
I'm assuming Shayna won.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then somebody came out, right?
No.
No?
Maybe? I don't know. I might be
I don't remember.
Yeah. Yeah.
What we should have had is Kyrie beat Ember, non-title, to push a triple threat match at TakeOver.
Okay.
Yeah, because
that could still happen.
Shayna's already beaten
everybody.
Ember's already beaten Shayna.
Oh.
So there has to be some kind of mixing, going on, but I don't know. Yeah, as far as that, I'll find out by the end of the Raw and SmackDown discussion if that's my match of the week pick or not, because I really enjoyed that match.
Okay, I agree with you. That is a match of the week candidate for me. I don't think it's my front runner for pick. Yeah. I have a front runner for pick, but it's not that.
Is there a match of the week from Raw?
Yes.
Asuka versus Nia Jax.
Yes, Asuka versus
Nia.
Nia.
They told a story. And remember last week, I was so down on this match because, we fucking got it last week, and it was all right at best. Oh, no.
Yeah.
No.
If you put aside the fact that we've seen this match multiple times and they're trying to put
6.
Oh, okay, 6 times. Then if you put aside that and you just look at this match just for what it is, holy shit, that was a good match. And man, that made Nia look like a fucking $1,000,000. Even
and
the
loss. Made Asuka look even better too. But she was fucking torquing that arm, dude.
The tenacity of Asuka was highlighted, and the toughness of Nia was highlighted, which is something that advanced both of them. And it was really good.
What they're trying to do with Nia is working.
Yes.
And I think that's who got elevated more because after the match where she's crying, and then the locker room where she's visibly crying.
Alexis is fucking
somebody got an Oscar vibe out of that, because Nia was like holy shit. I feel so bad for her now.
Nia did a really good job of being crying on command.
Dude, the type of shit Alexa was saying was like,
and it helped her.
Hey man, come on, we're all fat here. We've all been fucking told all those things.
Yeah.
It fucking sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks.
But she was also kind of like, here was the other thing about it. Okay, you look at Nia and what she did, the performance that she did was great. The story behind the performance was great. But I think the secondary little story there of what Alexa was really doing, I think that was really interesting too, because Alexa now has Mickey dressing up like her, and she's bossing her around, but she's trying to pull for Nia. It's like Alexa knows that Asuka is a threat. She's putting these other pieces around her to help her for when Asuka winds up eventually challenging her. Yeah, I know Asuka hasn't said who she's facing yet or whatever, but it's Alexa is hedging her fucking bets, and she's manipulating both Mickey and Nia to the T so that she can have her fucking defense set up when she goes up against Asuka.
So,
like, I just see all that without it being said.
So this Sunday at FastLane is when Asuka shows up and stares down Charlotte. The next night on Raw is where Nia goes in the ring and says, "You know what? Everything I heard that all my life from people like you.
Yeah.
That you think you're better than everyone, that you look better than everyone, that you were like the most popular girl in school. You were the one that are trying to boss me around when I know damn well I could squash you like a bug.
Yeah.
I'm facing you at Mania."
That would be awesome.
Yeah, that's you get Nia versus Alexa.
You have the
Charlotte. Bam. And also sprinkle in the WrestleMania match that I want to see is Bayley versus Sasha.
Okay, let's talk about Bayley versus Sasha.
I love the build-up so far for Bayley versus Sasha. It's making Bayley credible again, human.
It makes her not look like a stupid idiot.
Exactly.
She knows Sasha's rashes. She's waiting for that next turn.
You fucking pushed her away, like, get away from me, you woman.
Yeah, because the problem with Bayley is that Bayley sometimes is one-dimensional. Here, she's not
stupid.
One-dimensionally stupid.
Yeah.
But here she's not doing that. It's gonna be the one that's gonna, oh shucks, and I'm gonna give you a hug and then that's it. You can tell that the wheels are spinning up there, and that she's like any other human. Hey, you stab me in the back, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. I'm gonna push you away.
I love that whole segment because when she was getting interviewed, I was like, and she started. She started like, I was like, fucking shit. She's stumbling and she sucks that promo still. Bam, Paige comes out. Perfect timing because Paige is still that mouthpiece.
Oh, Paige was so good in that promo too when she like grabbed her own hair and mocked her like, oh,
it's such a damn shame about this injury, man. Because Paige is fucking, she has it, man.
You know what I want to further see, which I think they've kind of started to do with Absolution, is have the other two girls, Mandy and Sonya, become more and more like Paige.
Okay.
Where Paige is, you know, the pale, like, dead goth vibe. But then you could have, like, glam goth with Mandy. And you could have, like, you know, I don't know, MMA goth with fucking Sonya. And they like, slowly become more like her. So it's more of a congealed concept.
It's like Butter and his goth friends.
There you go. Yes. Yes, exactly. That's exactly what I want from that. But yeah, I want them to become more of a unit. Yeah. Because at first it didn't feel like it was a unit. And now they're all wearing black. They're all wearing the t-shirts together. Yeah, you still see a little
difference. They're all showing that midriff.
Ooh, they're all showing the midriff. And that's something that the Riot Squad is kind of lacking. Yeah, I don't know. We'll talk about that later, but still on Raw. I think they're doing a good job here with Absolution. If they keep going where they're going with this, they could have a fucking powerhouse in the women's division before you know it.
All right, this is going to be fun.
Okay.
So just like the Pied Piper led rats through the streets, dance like a marionette. There you go. Sway into the Symphony of Destruction. That's right. Let's see how many Megadeth references I can get in this segment. Where did Elias get that fucking kimono?
Hey, man, but I want one.
It doesn't matter.
I don't know where he got it from, but I want one.
Yeah.
Dude, Elias is, I say this every week, but Elias is so over. That boy played the guitar, the piano, and the drums before a match.
Yeah.
And then
he just needed the bass, and he's the total package. He's Jack White.
There was a bass there, too.
Yeah. He didn't touch it, though.
He walked out to the ring and said, hey, I want my introduction.
They cut the lights.
My boy was fucking
like that Dave Chappelle joke where he goes to the hood unannounced and he sees all the hood rests.
Yeah.
That was Elias.
Yeah,
that was great.
Yeah.
Oh god, he gets in the car and just what the fuck?
Yeah.
Look, it's a neutral, bro. It's a neutral, bro. And fucking cartoon fucking
that was a jack stand back there with like a 40-foot pole and just drop it
over here.
Okay. I don't give a fuck.
He straight up looks like Pluto now that you fucking told me. Dude, Mixed Match Challenge, at least fucking Alexa's olive oil.
I don't give a fuck how stupid this shit is with Braun when Braun pulls off these amazing feats of strength because they're entertaining and I fucking love it right now.
Love you!
Normally, I'd be like, this is stupid. You're insulting my
It's
intelligence.
campy.
It's
It's
campy.
corny.
It's dumb.
I'm not 4
Like,
years old.
He's not really picking up a car. Come on. But like when he's doing this stuff, I can't help but like chuckle and like, oh, he's going to get you now. I get sucked into it.
We can't like be like, oh, that's stupid, and at the same time mark out when like the Undertaker comes out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And mark out when like this Kane controls the ring post pyro with his hand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Undertaker does
Like,
lightning.
He picks it up.
Yeah. Like there's enough there to where whatever they're doing with Braun, I fucking eat it up with the silver spoon. And I don't care if I'm a hypocrite when I say that this is awesome, but like this, why is he putting him in that kind of move? That's stupid. And like, because for whatever reason, it's working. And that's the most important thing. Does it work? And since it's working, then all right, I'll suspend my disbelief.
On the other side of the coin, Elias right now is New Day 2 years ago, where he's such an entertaining heel that people start to cheer for him to the point where I'm expecting like Megadeth to come out and they try to get jumped by somebody and Elias comes to save the day and they croon along to fucking toot them on. When
you're a heel and you talk shit about the city that you're in and half the people boo and half the people laugh and go, he's right. This
it's like, oh, we are some rednecks.
And then you know you're doing something right. You know, well, depending on what your definition of right is, because you're supposed to get everybody to boo you if you're a heel or whatever. But hey, sometimes if you just care about getting over. At this point, he's just getting over.
Well, I was caring about one team getting over. They only had one job, one chance, and the Revival blew it.
Yeah.
Give me a reason. Help me. Give me a reason right now to care about the Revival.
I don't.
I don't have a reason.
I don't care about any tag team on Raw.
If they had beaten the Bar, then I would be all right, cool. Hey, I'm down. All right, so they're gonna go with the Revival. You got something new. Revival versus the Bar. I've been wanting the Revival to do something ever since their NXT call up. But injury to the ugly one. Injury to the other ugly one. Oh shit. You know. So they've been spinning their fucking wheels. They haven't been.
Yeah, even now they can't make a comeback now because their credibility is gone. But so is all the other tag teams. There's no one left.
So who the fuck is the bargain?
Freaking Twitter, the Young Bucks already fucking trying to play.
I saw that.
Yeah, come on, it's not gonna happen.
How about the Rising Suns?
Oh, Hideo and Tozawa.
Yeah.
Maybe.
What did I miss there?
I just made that up, but that'd be so fucking awesome if they called them the Rising Suns.
On 205 Live, they were made into a tag team by
fueling some rumors and some innuendo online. Apparently, some images leaked out, some renderings of a cruiserweight tag team title belt. So now we're gonna have cruiserweight tag teams on a show that people aren't watching. And main eventing in front of a crowd that kind of doesn't want it.
Yeah,
you know, just fuck it, man. Just make SmackDown fucking 3 hours.
Right now, like you
already have one belt you don't even show on TV.
You're barely getting the cruiserweight division off of ICU, but you're still in the hospital. Don't fucking throw on another fucking thing for them to take off.
The IV's right here and the cocaine's right here.
Yeah, you're barely getting them to get right back on track because this tournament's been good. And every episode that you've had for the last 2 or 3 weeks has been really awesome, but it's only been this tournament. This past episode, wasn't this the first time that we had only one tournament match and then, okay, well, here's another match?
Yeah. No, 2 matches, but we also had the tag.
Yeah,
something other than the tournament.
So it's like, okay, you're in the quarterfinals now, and you're how many weeks away from Mania? And the finals are supposed to be at Mania? Okay, so you're going to have one episode with the semi, another episode with the semi, and then you're going to have build. All right, well, if you're going to have build, that means those other 2 episodes are going to be stuff other than the tournament. So if you're going to have stuff other than the tournament, that needs to be entertaining. But, man, don't try to fucking shoehorn a whole new division in there to take up space because you're not going to have enough time to build it up until Mania.
Unless the Young Bucks are the first champs.
I guess. I guess maybe like that'll definitely put some eyeballs on the product. Oh, fuck the Young Bucks. But there was something that I think it was Hurricane Helm said on Twitter. Hey, why not do something different? You already have 2 pairs of tag team champions, one on Raw, one on SmackDown. Why don't you do a trios champ? Instead, have that be the different thing that 205 has. A trios. You already have the yeah, but you have the Lucha House Party. That's already a fucking trio right there.
You're just saying that because they're Hispanic and it's trio.
No, that's what they call them. They call them Lucha House Party.
Here's an idea. If you really want to go that route, we'll detour real quick because we already detoured.
This is a detour of a detour,
dude. Yeah. I've been fucking loving Mixed Match Challenge.
Okay.
Why not do a mixed titles?
Ooh, mixed title?
Man and woman team.
Okay.
Put the couples together. Put Alexa and fucking Buddy Murphy.
Cena and Nikki.
Miz and Maurice once she has her baby.
Yeah.
You want to tease us with Daniel Bryan? He can take a lot of the load off and fucking. If his wife is doing a lot of the work. If his wife is doing a lot of the work, he can sit on the side and
all those loads.
Mm-hmm. How was it earlier, Arnold?
What?
All right.
You already have a UK title that you barely put on television. You barely put it on the fucking network, let alone on television.
Right.
And now you're going to introduce cruiserweight tag titles.
Yeah, it's going to be too much. Yeah, it's going to be too much. It's too much.
It's already too much.
Yeah. Randy sitting on the couch says Holmes also posted a pic of his weight, which is 206, and he posted that on Instagram with the caption TikTok WWE at Triple H.
Dude, shout out to they've been really doing a good job
with Murphy.
Man.
Yeah.
I'm invested in Murphy, and I'm glad he lost because it's too easy to have the guy, your homegrown guy, win the tournament and hype him up like this, even though it would have been an easy heel turn. But I'm invested right now in Buddy Murphy in this division. And he actually can hang. Like his match with fucking Mustafa Ali was great. Dude, Mustafa's promo before the match. Dude, Mustafa needs to gain 10 pounds and be rivaling with Rollins and Balor.
At first, I didn't think it was going to be because they kind of started out a little slow. The face versus face stuff where they're trying to show the respect.
Yeah,
and then
that clothesline started the match.
Yeah. They felt each other out for a while. But for me, where it turned me around, I'm like, oh, fuck this match. The fucking rolling splash onto the arm.
Yeah.
When Buddy Murphy had his arm out, reaching for the rope. Bam! I was like,
oh! I missed it. I thought his arm was on the rope, and if he thought, I was like, oh shit, he broke his fucking arm.
That was brutal, and it looked good, and it was sold the rest of the match, and that's why Mustafa Ali won because of the injured arm. Murphy couldn't do Murphy's law.
And Murphy sold it.
I missed the last 2 minutes of the match. Because I had to go pick up my wife from work. Well, how did
Murphy went to go for Murphy's Law, which is basically a pump handle slam, right? He went to go do the pump handle with the bad arm. He's like, I can't do it. It got countered. When it got countered, it went to a pretty
then Murphy countered that into a backslide. But when he tried to put pressure to hold the backslide down, his arm gave out and he sold it. And then Mustafa rolled him up with it.
Yeah.
And that's how he won.
A roll-up?
Well, it wasn't a roll-up. Like, he went around the back and flipped them off.
Oh, it was a DDT into a
cool pin.
Yeah,
it was
a lot of.
That was a good match. The other match, it wasn't that good. Gulak versus
what's
that little British dude with
Oh, Mark Andrews.
Yeah,
dude, that Hurricanrana where fucking Gulak bounced off the fucking mat, outside.
The match had moments, but I mean, it was long and
people still don't know what a Mark Andrews is. That crowd was like.
Not only do people not know what Mark Andrews is,
that was hour 4 of wrestling already from SmackDown.
That's
the
true.
Mixed match, and then before SmackDown, it's like Superstars or Main Event or something.
Live wire.
I kind of have a problem with Andrews, and I think it's that he comes off as though he's a '90s throwback, but unironically, like he thinks that it's cool. He literally is the guy from the video of the Offspring 2 Fly for a White Guy. Like he really is that guy. But it's not like ironic. I'm gonna be like this guy. Like he thinks he is that cool.
He's a British pop punk band guy.
Here's the problem.
And he's not that cool.
No, here's the problem. Here's how they could fix it.
Okay.
30 seconds of him actually performing on tour.
Oh, okay.
Because he is his theme.
That's his music.
That's his music. His theme song.
Dude,
I don't know what this really.
Like he has 3 different finishers that are like themes of songs or punk songs or Blink 182. flip, like something 182.
The stunner, what is it called?
Stun Dog Millionaire.
Stun Dog Millionaire.
So all you have to do is show 30 seconds of him actually playing bass in front of like side stage of the Monsters concert tour for people to understand. Oh, that's why he comes out with his hat backward and waiting in his own song. That's his fucking song. He's in a band, but he also wrestles and he flies like he's got a rocket up his ass. Now I understand. But you're not getting that connection because all you see is the basic ass fucking promo from the fucking Cruiserweight Classic 3 years ago that hasn't been updated, and they don't show that he actually is a musician and that the correlation of him and the music is there. They just haven't shown it to them. So a lot of the casuals that are sitting there going, why is this ending my show when last time I came, the main event was fucking AJ versus Rusev or whatever.
Yeah. Robert says in the live chat he still misses Oasis.
Who doesn't miss Oasis, man? They're my Wonderwall.
All right, what else?
That's what Braun was doing. Went to go sit down at the piano. It's like, whatever, brother. Here's Wonderwall.
How about the Mizzies?
That was cool. The Mizzies, he has them, and they were kind of all right. He set everything up. But what I love that he was talking shit to Finn Balor. And he says about him, he keeps this campaign about him being over, getting over. It's like
on something that's not even yours.
He goes, getting over with a hand gesture that isn't even yours. Man, I was like,
this isn't Japan, son.
Yeah,
he got his ass good.
Like, oh, you're gonna come back, and your first thing when you come back is Universal title, and that hasn't happened.
And you know what the worst part was?
What?
Here was Finn's rebuttal.
Yeah,
that's all he does is smile. All he's got to do is smile, though.
Thin breeze.
But
you do it better because you're in blue,
and I have the tits.
Oh it's set up for a badass match at WrestleMania that I wanted to see. Finn Balor versus Seth Rollins versus The Miz.
You wanted to see that triple threat?
Okay, yeah, it's gonna be a badass match. All the matches from Raw, I got whistled on the ass there. All the matches from Raw so far are like tend to be pretty goddamn good.
Okay.
Yeah, like I really want to go to WrestleMania. My mother-in-law like texted me and my wife the next day like, hey, I think I really want to go to WrestleMania.
Oh, so after Raw,
yeah,
they're not going to wait.
We're going to Access. Oh no, they don't know. They're just saying they want to go.
Okay.
We're going to Access, and then we'll see how it. After that, I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, that was all the matches so far for Raw are solid as fuck.
Man, they had a good chance in the beginning. They had a good chance in the beginning of Raw because we had Angle, Stephanie. Then out comes Ronda, and Ronda's like, "Okay, you told me I could pick my opponent. I want my opponent to be you." Ronda versus Stephanie by itself would have been entertaining as fuck. Kurt Angle looks like a defective action figure. He is never gonna stand straight again, ever.
He doesn't always stand.
Like if you keep him in the box, he's gonna be worth millions down the road at a toy show. Like, I don't want to see Kurt Angle wrestle anymore, dude.
Okay.
Bring in The Rock. Bring in Steve Austin. Bring in someone else. Kurt Angle, after TLC last year, that's
Man.
it. Yeah. It's going to be bad. Even though I already know the ending's going to be Ronda beating Stephanie and, like, crippling Triple H.
You're going to have an over-the-hill Kurt, a kind of over-the-hill Triple H.
Inexperienced Ronda.
An inexperienced, non-trained Steph, and a green as hell Ronda. That match
who can literally hurt you on purpose.
Yeah.
Imagine if she does it by accident.
If she's gonna botch too far, where she's gonna hurt somebody. Not botch like, oh, it doesn't look good. Oh, she was being really rough with Steph.
Yeah.
She was trying to pick her up. You know, she's like yanked her fucking arm out of her socket nearly.
Hey man,
you know,
she's getting Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
but
that's part of the value.
Yeah.
Like if you don't pop something out of its socket, then you're not getting your money's worth.
Randy sitting on the couch. He informed us. Mark Andrews, is a vocalist and bassist.
There you go.
For Junior. That's the name of the band. Junior.
Okay.
Yeah. Must really be a fan of Mark Hoppus.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bassist and singer. Yeah. So, how on a scale of 1 to 10 on your intrigue meter, when Cena's cutting the promo and out comes Goldie, where was your intrigue meter at? 10 being the holy fuck I want to watch this, and 1 being I'd rather watch Impact.
It went for the whole segment. It was up at like a 9, and then when Goldie hit, it went down to maybe like a 6, because at that point I knew whatever was going on with Cena, wherever he was going with this promo and with this idea and all this and that, okay, it's time to get to a squash match that doesn't matter. Like, oh, Goldie's gonna come out and say, all right, I challenge you, and like that's it. Now, it wasn't just that. The stuff that Goldie did was good, you know, because he went back to the old school heel, just being weird and quoting.
Weird during the match,
I'm gonna be a director, and this is my silver screen. That was cool.
Finally, Cena.
But
Cena's like, do it again. You saw that, right? Because he screams out on the spots, do it again, rub my nipples.
Yeah. He accidentally caught a nipple when he did that. That's what made him, his shorts got
tight. The glitter got stuck on his glove, so when he cut,
Before anything, I've been wanting to ask this for about 3 to 4 weeks because every single week I'm like, what the fuck? What's John Cena's deal with Michael Cole?
Oh, he goes over and tells him hi every time.
No, he doesn't.
No. He shouts out to Coachman. Then looks at Michael like
before it was Booker T. He walks over, he was to shake Booker T's hand. Now he walks over, shakes Coach's hand, and then he says, "What's up?" to Corey, and that's it. Michael Cole's always like,
Like, bitch, I brought you here.
Just watch it.
I don't know.
Every week, I'm like, what the fuck? What's his deal with him?
Dude, Michael Cole's undefeated at Mania. Cena needs a match.
Maybe.
He's coal miner's glove match.
God damn it.
Dude, I was hoping that this would have started like a good trend, man. Like Goldust actually coming out and saying, you know what? 16-time heavyweight champion. I've never even had I've never had a one-on-one match at Mania. If Goldust would have had
kind of going that way.
If Goldust would have won a fluke win, a roll-up or something on Cena and have another match or two building up to Mania of Cena losing these out of fucking nowhere matches to be like, where the fuck is happening with my career? And then the week of WrestleMania, he finds an opponent worthy. But yeah, the whole squad's like, oh man.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of knew that, all right, well, this is the end of the interesting stuff. And here's the, we'll give him something to do kind of thing.
Yeah.
So my interest level went down, even though Goldie did a good job.
How about Cena trying to call matches now? Like last week, he called that he wants Undertaker. Last Tuesday and last Monday, he's like, all right, I'm going to win. AJ, cash in on your rematch clause. Let's do a triple threat at WrestleMania because we're going to love it.
That's where I was interested because I'm interested with Cena's descent into madness. I don't know if he's going to quite get there.
It's the fucking governor.
But seeing this story arc, that's not even really an arc, but more of a dip. This story dip of Cena where he's like trying to grasp at straws, but he's still trying to be the leader of the C Nation, still trying to hustle loyalty and respect, but oh shit, he's losing this stuff and he's
still the franchise.
Coachman said this, and it was a really good fucking point. It was Cena is not focusing on the matches at hand, and he's going ahead of himself. He's overlooking and going past, trying to say, oh, you want some triple threat at Mania? But he's not even focused on what's going to happen in FastLane. Yes, that's exactly what's going on in the storyline. I'm enjoying the story of it. And like, I don't know if this is going to lead to a Cena heel turn. I brought this up last week, and it was kind of scoffed at. Yeah. I still don't know if it's leading to a Cena heel turn.
You want to scoff again?
But if it did, and this is how we get there, holy shit, that's pretty good. That's how you get to that. It may not get to that point, but you're going down the right road to get there if that's what you want to do.
What's the line on Dark Knight? You either
die the hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
There you go. That's exactly where Cena is right now. Love it. So Cena's either going to die or he's going to turn heel.
Fuck. It can't be somewhere in the middle.
One of the two. You brought up the quote.
Segment of the week has to go to the compound. We've been waiting for this for months.
Okay.
And finally, we're not half-assing it anymore. Final deletion in the compound. We saw Vanguard won.
We saw Osgard.
Yeah.
Or Asgard, whatever. Strasgard. That's his name. God damn it, I fucked that up.
Dude. And it's not, and I'm hoping this isn't at WrestleMania. I'm hoping this is like in 2 or 3 weeks, and then we get some kind of like crazy ass.
Imagine if you are at WrestleMania, you're just gonna be watching this shit.
That's why. This isn't gonna be fucking the House of Horrors.
Yeah.
Or do this on television.
Goldust versus Piper in a street fight. Yeah. Or everybody watched it.
Shit was taped like 2 days before.
Yeah.
No. But more pieces of broken mat from Impact are starting to come to light here in the universe.
I feel as though dropping the compound dropping Strasgard, dropping the Lake of Reincarnation, and dropping Vanguard 1 all in one fucking promo may have been one of those too much at one time when you had all this other time to build. Like, instead of going like this, you went, oh shit, you know?
Because they were going like this. So they had to do this to come back to above sea level.
Okay.
And hopefully they hold their breath long enough that they keep floating.
This is what I've been wanting. But I just wanted it at a slower pace. Like, I want to see Strasgard one time on Raw. I want to then the next week I want to see Vanguard 1.
So you wanted a 6-course meal. You didn't want a buffet.
Right. I didn't want it all in just bam one night. Let's do it. You know. Oh, you need to romance me a little bit first. You know. Gotta take it slow.
I need to romance him. 12 years. I've known him 12 years. You don't need to romance this guy. No. He's easy.
You never
just slide it. Just slide your debit card through his ass crack. You're done. You're ready to go. He even shits out quarters. No. Who's Brock's real bitch? The Universal title or Paul Heyman?
Us?
Heyman?
Us somehow.
Us? We're Brock's bitch?
Yeah, us somehow.
Okay, how's that?
Yeah, I don't know. This segment was made to be where we're supposed to still just see Brock as this businessman who just doesn't care about anything but, you know, tag team championships.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess that's kind of working. And Roman's getting over because he's there.
He was short and sweet and talking crap to Paul.
Yeah.
And he was kind of talking from here again.
Yeah, a lot of bitches getting thrown around.
Mm-hmm.
And name dropping the city. I told y'all Milwaukee.
That's true.
Oh my God, shout out to that one fan that had the coolest sign. It said Milwaukee with Elias.
There was a sign that I like. Well, was this from SmackDown? I don't know. It looked like a Magic card, but it had Rusev Day. It was on SmackDown. Happy Rusev Day, but it was a Magic card.
Back to the Elias stuff. I have a guitar in my closet.
Yeah.
I gave it to my my father-in-law who's watching right now. And he is walking with Elias now. he's walking into it. Dude. Yeah, he's strung to his wife, my mother-in-law.
Hell yeah.
It's awesome, dude.
That's awesome.
¿Quién quiere caminar con Elias?
And audio. Yeah. But yeah, dude. Elias is over as hell, man.
Oh yeah.
He's transcending.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, was that it from Raw? Are we done with Raw?
Yeah,
we are done with Raw.
All right, so SmackDown.
SmackDown fucking sucked this week, dude.
Right.
Let's just
SmackDown, the show itself sucked. Luckily, we don't have to talk about the show itself because FastLane is coming up. So we're just going to recap but go over the card, give our predictions and our interest levels in the match.
Announced today, Carmella and Nadia against Naomi and Becky tag match for the women.
What was announced on SmackDown?
It was announced on SmackDown.
It was?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anticipation level.
4.
Okay. 0.
0.
Yeah. Who's gonna win?
The heels, because why not?
Okay.
I got the faces.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was kind
We've
of
had the same match for like 6 months.
It was kind of a weird build up. Like it was kind of dumb, but I mean, it was pretty. I mean,
will anybody give a shit? And maybe I'm going too far ahead in the future. Will anybody give a shit if Carmella cashes in at Mania?
If she cashes it in on Asuka after Asuka beats Charlotte, yeah, I'll give a huge shit.
Are you gonna like be happy about it?
Yeah. Especially since Asuka will probably get their rematch on SmackDown the next day and she'll take it back. But it's perfect. I like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rusev against Nakamura.
All right. The segment on SmackDown with Rusev.
On Rusev Day.
On Rusev
of all
Day.
days.
Oh, happy Rusev Day.
Happy Rusev Day, everybody.
Machka!
The on SmackDown when Aiden English couldn't go out there and sing. And Rusev was like, "You injured my poor Aiden."
And he challenged him at FastLane to let him fight.
Yeah.
And Nakamura comes out and fucking does the
Nakamura did.
It sounded just like Aiden.
He did.
He did. And then Rusev said, "Dude, bro, you can't
make up your own holiday.
You can't make up your own holiday."
That might be my segment of the week.
Yeah, that was.
It hurts Nakamura's chances that Rusev's holiday is every fucking day of the year.
Yeah.
My anticipation is at an 8.
Yeah.
Because Rusev can take some stiff hits and Rusev can give some stiff hits.
Right.
So I'm hoping the chemistry is there as far as like styles.
And the crowd's gonna be
entertaining. Oh, dude.
The crowd's gonna be over.
The only part that worries me, Nakamura, our NXT like heartthrob for us hardcore wrestling fans, who came over from one of the best matches in the last 10 years in New Japan with AJ Styles, winning the Royal Rumble, will be in WrestleMania in 4 weeks. In that rematch with AJ Styles, could possibly be overshadowed as fuck by Rusev.
Maybe.
As far as the crowd.
I don't think that they're going to give this match enough to warrant that.
Yeah, they just threw it on there.
Yeah,
but just as reactions, like as a casual watching, going, that guy's getting all the stuff that's coming to him, but why is everybody using this shit?
If I had been in the hospital the last month and I didn't know what was going on with Rusev, and if you just told me, and I just got out of the hospital today, and you said, hey,
look at this calendar.
Let's watch this pay-per-view, and on this pay-per-view is going to be Nakamura versus Rusev, I would be thinking, wow, that's going to be awesome. My anticipation level is at a 10. Because I would have assumed that during this month that I've been sick this entire time and in the hospital, didn't know what the hell's going on, is they've been building Rusev and they're running with this new Rusev Day stuff, and Rusev is on top of the card, and this has been built for months and months and months, and they had something go. But that's not the case. That's not the case at all. This was just thrown together literally on the go-home show for a match that, hey, let's give Nakamura something to do while we have this other epic match to decide who Nakamura is going to fight, because we already know Nakamura is going to, have the main event title. So, like, it seems rather inconsequential. It seems very predictable. My anticipation level is at a 7. I know Nakamura is going to win this, and it's not really going to do a whole lot for Rusev, other than the fact that Nakamura and Rusev have the potential of stealing the show and having a really badass match. But nobody in WWE is going to care or give a fuck about it, even if they do have a badass match. They're going to be like, okay, that's nice. Nakamura, you did a good job. That's a great tune-up for AJ.
Yeah.
So it's not going to do anything for Rusev. That's how I feel about it.
Okay.
What about you? What's your anticipation level?
8 as fuck. And I got
Nakamura.
Nakamura. Ruby Riott against Charlotte Flair. Anticipation level, Arnold.
5.
Is that all Charlotte, or is that all Ruby, or is that just a little mix of both?
A little mix of both. Yeah, like I know it's going to be a good match. The build-up's been kind of whack, and it's like
we had this match a couple weeks ago. Right?
Yeah, and I don't know if we had it a couple weeks ago, but yeah, it's been like all right, and it's like we already know Charlotte's going to win and you're going to ask. So it's like cool, whatever. I just give me a good match out of it at least.
I'm still not 100% convinced that Charlotte's going to take on Asuka. But what I am convinced of is that nobody in the Riot Squad is going to be a part of any women's main event at Mania or women's title match at Mania.
I thought you were going to say they weren't ready for Asuka.
No, well, that too. Whatever happens with the Riot Squad, they're going to be put on the back burner so that Charlotte or Asuka or Ronda or Alexa, whoever can do their thing and shine.
There's
going
to be 3 Raw women's matches in like one SmackDown.
Yeah.
And even then, it's going to have a Raw girl on there with Asuka.
It's painfully obvious to me that this stuff with Ruby Riott, even though Ruby versus Charlotte could be a really good match, and I really like Ruby, and I loved all the stuff she did in NXT, and I think she's a really great wrestler. Even though all that stuff, this just feels like it's a placeholder. It's a TV program, a placeholder just so that we could get to Mania, so that they could fix what they're doing with Asuka and Alexa, so that we know who's going to fight Charlotte and this and that. So, and just give her a match. So kind of like the same with Nakamura and Rusev. They're just kind of biding their time, and there's a pay-per-view where other stuff is going on that's really going to affect Mania, but this other stuff is in a holding pattern for Mania. So my anticipation level is at a 5, and Charlotte's winning. You?
3. Charlotte's winning.
Charlotte's winning. All right.
Usos versus the New Day.
Oh, shit.
Oh, man. Okay, just for the match itself. On
match
paper,
of the year candidate last year.
Exactly. On paper, just looking, hey, New Day versus Usos, that's always good. The other unknown as to which 2 members of the New Day it is, that's got me a little interested. So I'm going to go with about a 9, despite the fact that I've seen this. Yeah, I've seen this a million times, and despite the fact that I don't think that this is going to be exactly what that's going to go into Mania. Somehow, some way, the Bludgeon Brothers are going to get involved, and it's either going to be a three-way team something, or the Bludgeon Brothers just going to take out one of them to fight the other team, and then that's it. But I'm interested enough. So, yeah, I'm in a 9. The match is going to be badass. I have the Usos retaining. The Usos will retain.
I have an 8, and it's going to be a double. It's going to be a no finish.
Okay, what about you?
I have a 9. Build-up has been awesome. The promo for it was sick as fuck.
Yeah.
Where they showed all their old footage.
That was really good. That was a great video.
Badass, yeah. Just on that alone is a 9, and then the match, I think they always deliver. It's going to be great. I think shenanigans are going to be at the end, and Usos are going to win. And I'm saying that they're going to go have a 3-way at WrestleMania.
Okay.
Orton losing to Jinder on SmackDown.
Man.
Which apparently after last week, because last week in a dark match, Orton beat Jinder in the span of like 40 seconds or 30 seconds. But Jinder wins against Orton.
You see the triple through this whole fucking match. All 3 of them were bland and boring as fuck to me. I'm expectation level 0 and fucking Rude winning. And then setting up and another fucking seems to be happening a lot. A triple threat match at Mania between all 3 of them.
First time ever, Bobby Roode versus Randy Orton, and you're at a 0.
I don't care about either one of them. I like Bobby Roode's intro. Other than that, he's kind of boring. Randy Orton, I've never been a big fan of, except with last year whenever he was being weird with the Wyatts and all that shit. And I'm not a fan of face Randy Orton. Never have been. Heel Randy Orton, I'm like, cool. He's cool. Yeah. But this fucking dad haircut, Randy Orton on the whatever. And then Mahal, I just never got behind in the first place. So, yeah, I don't care. 0.
I wanted to be behind Mahal for the longest time. But this match technically doesn't have anything to do with Mahal yet. So if I forget about Mahal and I just go, okay, 1-on-1 Randy Orton versus Bobby Roode, I'm not the biggest Bobby Roode fan. I really have a dislike for him.
Is FastLane talk putting us to sleep?
Maybe.
Like we're just waiting for Mania?
I'm just really tired.
Yeah. So I don't really like Roode. I've never liked Blandy Borton for that, you know. So I'm gonna go with about a 4. If this again, this is kind of hard because I'm wanting to like predict Mania card via FastLane. So and that's why they call it FastLane, because this is how you get to Mania on the road to WrestleMania or whatever. But man, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's gonna be a triple threat, just like you said, and I don't really care to see that. I want to like Jinder Mahal, but they've kind of bungled him for the last year. And I really don't want to like Orton, and I don't want to like Bobby Roode. So I guess Roode's gonna retain, or there's gonna be some sort of shenanigans, DQ.
All the SmackDown matches seem to be kind of going to the same vibe.
Yeah. What about you on this one?
I'm at about a 5, and that's mostly just because it's the first time I'm watching those two 1-on-1.
Now, see, you are a bigger fan of Bobby Roode than us two.
Yeah, but even then, I still have not gotten a complete explanation of how Bobby Roode ended up as a face on SmackDown.
Yeah.
I don't know what a Bobby Roode is.
Shows up.
I'm getting a little bit of it from Charlotte. From the mixed tag pairing, but even then,
I was about to bring that up actually, because when Charlotte was out there about to get pounced on by the Riots,
they just ended the segment.
Yeah, like his music hit, but the thing that I noticed was Charlotte was music hit and he was coming out. You saw her like, ooh, you know, like she got a little, you know, little spillage down there, you know. So, I mean, if that's the kind of stuff that's going on with the mixed match, okay, cool.
Does that mean needs to be shown on the telly?
Is that because I haven't watched a mixed match in like 3 weeks, and if that's spilling over into the regular programming, great, because that's kind of what I wanted. I wanted to know whether or not the stuff on mixed match was counted. Is it canon? Is it part of the overall universe? And if it is, are they going to stick with this? Because I really wanted them to stick with Goldust and Mandy Rose Gold. That was cool, but they're not. But what about this? Is this going to lead to like a love interest kind of storyline? Because that could be interesting. I mean, I don't like Robert Roode, but that could turn me around.
Bobby
Roode. Sorry. That could turn me around if it's interesting enough. So I don't know.
That's not even the biggest storyline out of the entire deal.
Well, I know it's not the biggest
because I've been saying this a couple of times. When you guys are looking for a triple threat match between Miz and Seth and Finn, what if they do end up doing this as canon, and in the finals we get Miz and Asuka versus Braun and Alexa. Asuka beats Alexa for Miz and Asuka to win the tournament. Miz hangs it over Braun's head. I beat you. And then we get Miz defending the belt against Braun at Mania, stemming from the
match is already there though. The triple threat match.
It's number one contender though, because in the beginning, I got the vibe that Finn's trying to out Seth and Seth's trying to out Finn.
Yeah, but the match is already made for Mania.
It's already made. Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh.
Yeah, triple threat. Maybe he'll get thrown in the match as like a
fuck Braun in a
WrestleMania 2000 where there was no singles match.
Yeah.
So now we get to the big one.
The fucking everyone and their moms. I think I'm in the match.
Styles, Cena, KO, Zayn, Ziggler, Corbin, you, me,
Arnold, your father-in-law.
Yeah.
Elias apparently. Elias.
Dave Mustaine from Megadeth.
Yes.
Randy said she's in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. AJ's winning. Dude, you don't have AJ winning. What the hell's wrong with you?
You know,
it's AJ versus Nakamura at WrestleMania.
Cena. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
What if he doesn't win?
If he doesn't win, I don't know who to pick.
Cancel WWE Network.
Oh shit.
If AJ doesn't win, I don't know who to pick out of those 6 to face Nakamura other than Cena. Cena versus Nakamura. AJ brings in his rematch clause. That makes sense, and they already talked about it. But Corbin, no. Ziggler, no. Sami, no. KO, maybe. KO and your rematch with Sami, maybe.
Rewind you.
But Cena, it makes sense from a WWE standpoint. Yeah. I don't like it. I don't want to see it. But I could see WWE like, oh, Cena, that's how he gets in Mania. No, we're going to sell so many merch and tickets and stuff. Like, all right, fine. But I think it has to be leading into one-on-one AJ versus Nakamura. Yeah. It has to. Enough to where my never bet against Cena is going to be broken on this. I think AJ's going to win. Not only is AJ going to win, AJ's going to win and pin Cena.
How about
that? Flashback.
By the way, I'm at a 10 because I'm so intrigued on this.
Flashback. You remember the build to WrestleMania 24 that we went to? Cena won the Rumble. He came back from injury.
Yes.
He cashed in on his Rumble moment at No Way Out against Randy Orton.
That's right.
And then somehow Triple H gets ham-fisted and we get a triple threat match for the WWE title at WrestleMania 24. Mm-hmm. Where we could have seen Cena versus Orton like the climax of their entire year-long feud.
Yeah.
Do you really want to see Cena inserted into AJ versus Nakamura?
No, I do not. I definitely do not want to see it. I don't want to see it.
AJ wins and by pinning Cena. So Cena doesn't.
So what if it's not a triple threat and then we just get Cena versus Nakamura one-on-one?
That's how
you don't want that either.
I don't want that. What I want and what I think WWE's going to do are 2 different things. What I want is AJ to pin Cena, so there's no shenanigans, and that continues to descend to Cena, and AJ versus Nakamura one-on-one, no bones about it. That's what we have. But there's a strong possibility that Cena wins this.
That's why I bring this up, because, you know, let's be honest. Let's lay all our cards out on the table.
All right.
Why do we want AJ versus Nakamura at Mania?
Because AJ Nakamura is amazing.
It was a badass match from Wrestle Kingdom a couple of years ago.
Exactly. Now, who is the bigger audience? The kind of audience that remembers that Wrestle Kingdom match, or the kind of audience that buys all the fucking John Cena merch?
No, audience that buys the John Cena merch.
So is it ill-willed for us to already have the assumption that we should be getting Styles versus Nakamura because we, the minority, know how good it's going to be when the company has a guy that just won the 17th heavyweight title and is going to defend it against a guy that he's already fought once and didn't beat?
Yeah, I see where you're coming from. And I agree with you that can be WWE's mentality. That doesn't change what I want, okay? But if we're arguing from that standpoint, the counter to that could be that, well, the casuals and the people that like Cena anyway have converted over from Cena to Roman. So we're going to cater to them with Roman versus Braun. All of those Cena kids are now Roman kids. All the people buy Cena merch are buying Roman merch. So with the Cena stuff, you know what? Let's get the hardcores. Let's give them something. And something to give them. And not only the hardcore IWC nerds like us, but also get all the eyeballs that went from America to Japan. You know what? Fuck you, New Japan. Let's steal some of your eyeballs and put it over here. Oh, the rematch from 2 years ago from Wrestle Kingdom? So let me go and sign up for a WWE Network. And, you know,
999 yen.
999 yen, okay.
They're feeding freaking Cena to Taker again. So, bam.
If
that's honestly, that would be a good way to get out of having Cena be in the title picture.
Yeah. All right. What's your anticipation level and who do you got winning into this one?
I got my anticipation level is it's like a 7 because the match I think is going to be a mess, like it was Tuesday without Cena. It was like a 5-pack challenge. And yeah, I got AJ Styles winning.
What about you? Did you give your anticipation level?
I'm at about a 6 or a 7.
Really?
This feels like a speed bump to Mania. Like, I just want Mania already. Like, can't we just have Mania already? Yeah. Like, why are we having it in the second weekend of April? See, WrestleMania used to be like towards the end of March.
Yeah. See, Chamber was like, okay, cool. Yeah, this sets up Mania. This is like, okay, cool. Yeah, this sets up Mania.
No Way Out set up Mania.
Yeah.
Now Chamber set up Mania. Yeah. Now we have to. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, both of these are setting up Mania.
Next year will be better when after the Rumble is the one pay-per-view for everybody, and after that, chingado, vámonos. I can mention.
It's kind of weird that we had a 7-person match in the Elimination Chamber to set up stuff for Mania.
Yeah.
And then in this other separate pay-per-view, we're having another 6-person match to set up who we're having at Mania. And, you know, this isn't FastLane. This is HOV-Lane. Because there's so many fucking people crammed in this one fucking car going down the road to WrestleMania. It's ridiculous. You know? I'm still at a 10 for this particular match because there's so much shit that'll come out of it. Robert Medlin in the live chat said it's not so much an actual title match as it will be a shenanigans fest that'll set up matches for WrestleMania.
Okay. Yeah, it's the Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens WrestleMania.
Oh, I'm so sick of that. Yeah. The feud that was supposed to be dead last year. And we're still doing it.
Last year, yeah.
We're still doing it.
Yeah. Fight forever.
Fight forever. And that's it.
Are there any fucks left to give of Dolph Ziggler?
No.
I thought he was a face and then he's a heel again.
Yeah, he kind of pulled a Big Show on us the last couple of weeks where he was heel, face, heel.
Match of the week candidate Ziggler versus AJ before everybody else decided.
Before all the shenanigans, it was going really well. Oh shit! I didn't even have a pick. I know your pick.
What's your pick for match of the week?
My pick is the 46th anniversary show from New Japan, the main event, their tradition. Their junior heavyweight champion wrestles the heavyweight champion, Kazuchika Okada, against his fellow Chaos member, Will Ospreay. And Gato, the mastermind behind Chaos, is on Japanese commentary, so he has no horse in this race. He's watching them both. And it was entertaining. You know, Kazuchika doesn't go 100 miles an hour, but man, he went fast enough to look like he could keep up with. Well, Ospreay slowed down enough, and Okada sped up enough to where they were like they found a common ground.
Yeah,
and it was fucking entertaining as fuck to watch, dude. I fucking loved it. That's my match of the week.
Oh yeah.
Okay. What about you? What did you wind up picking?
Asuka versus Nia.
I agree.
Yeah,
Asuka.
I didn't watch that one. If not, that would have probably been my pick. But nothing else beat that one. It was really good from beginning to end, and the end was like holy shit.
Okay.
Very close second is Mustafa against Buddy Murphy. God damn, that was cool.
If I had stuck around and watched the end of the match, it'd probably be on there.
That was really good. That's probably my runner-up.
If you would have saw the ending,
that
probably would have been your pick.
All right. This Saturday we're having DCW Wild. It's not DCW Thunderstruck. This is our first kind of like special show. I mean, I would say pay-per-view, but we don't have a pay-per-view. But this is where we're going to have the big match between David Duperon versus Hambone versus Silky for the DZW heavyweight title. This has been brewing for, quite some time now. The feud between Silky and Dave has been going on for over a year. And yeah, we're finally going to have the finality to all of it this weekend. So please come out to Olympus Arena. It's 1812 Avenue D in Katy, Texas. Come see your boy doing. I'm apparently going to be doing live commentary for this show that evening. So I'll be there in my full regalia.
The newest Botchamania star.
Yes,
right here.
Indeed. So please come on out, support local independent businesses and local independent wrestling. We very much appreciate it. We got some good stuff going on down there in Katy, Texas. So if you're free this Saturday night, on Rusev Day, no less. Yes. Yes,
March weather.
March the 10th. Please come on out to Katy. It's $15 for adults. Kids are less than that. I believe $8. That's right.
Less than that.
$8 from 6 to 12-year-olds.
I like it.
5 and under get in for free.
Woo.
So please come on out.
Awesome.
Is that it?
I think that's it.
Show.
That's it.
That's the show, man.
Robert, come out to DZW.
Or don't.
I'm calling you out.
Oh,
he's probably at work.
Yeah.
Or probably at work. Okay, that's it. Adios, my friends. Keep it classy.
Wait.
You okay over there?
Yeah, the floor is all wet.
Oh,
yeah.
man. That Outback steak is starting to crawl up the wrong end.